The truth about Andrew Tate. Former SAS soldier Ant Middleton is a prominent figure in the British military, known for his exploits in the SAS Special Forces and his reality TV shows. However, when asked about social media influencers like Andrew Tate, who is known for his controversial views on men and women, Middleton had some very candid and noteworthy views. Andrew Tate, a former kickboxer and now controversial social media personality, has been criticized for his extreme and sexist views. Despite this, Tate has attracted a large following, especially among young people, thanks to his confident style and advice on how to live and succeed. Ant Middleton, despite his strong and outspoken views, has always maintained a clear vision of building a career and life based on resilience and respect. When asked about Andrew Tate, Middleton didn't hesitate to share her thoughts. Andrew Tate is a great example of how someone can use social media fame to build an empire. But that doesn't mean what he says is always true or valid, Middleton began. I understand that a lot of people, especially young people, look for role models. They want someone to motivate them, to guide them through their struggles. But the truth is, life isn't as simple as Tate presents it to be. Middleton emphasized that while Tate may offer advice on confidence, strength, and success, his views on women and relationships are something she doesn't agree with. Tate may talk about strength, but true strength is not about imposing your views on others, especially women. A strong man is someone who respects others, listens well, and is willing to help those around him. Strength is not a competition with women or an attempt to assert yourself by putting others down. For Middleton, true strength is not about showing off or showing dominance, but about being resilient and helping others grow. We need role models who are not just about making money or showing off success through material things, but who are also inspirational, who can build healthy and honest relationships. However, Middleton also acknowledges that Tate has succeeded in building a strong personal brand and attracting attention from a large fanbase. He understands how to leverage the power of social media and build a strong image. But that doesn't mean we should accept everything he says as fact. We need to be able to differentiate right from wrong and not be swayed by unconsidered views. Middleton concludes that, while Andrew Tate's rise to fame may be an example of personal branding in the digital age, he argues that a truly powerful man doesn't need to assert his dominance on social media or impose his views on others. Instead, true power lies in the ability to be respectful, resilient, and help others overcome difficulties. That's how we can really change the world in a positive way, Middleton emphasizes. While Middleton doesn't deny Andrew Tate's success in building an online empire, he's keen to stress the importance of holding on to core values like respect and humility, which, Middleton says, are the foundations for building a truly strong life and community. Continuing the conversation about Andrew Tate, Ant Middleton repeatedly emphasized that in a society that is increasingly developing, it is extremely important to maintain basic values. The world is changing, and sometimes it can be confusing. It is easy to get caught up in theories and extreme views like Tate's, but that is not the way to truly develop yourself or help others, Middleton added. He shared that through his experience in the military and especially in the SAS, he learned that true leadership is not about forcing others to follow you, but about the ability to build trust and inspire a team. In the military, and particularly in the SAS, I saw a lot of leadership. The people who were truly influential were not the ones who shouted loudly or used dominance, but those who could listen, make the right decisions and protect their subordinates. A true leader is someone you can trust, not someone who forces you to follow them just because they have more power or a louder voice, Middleton shared. One point that Middleton was particularly interested in when talking about Andrew Tate was how Tate asserted very rigid views on relationships between men and women. Middleton believes that Tate's views on women, while they may be appropriate for a certain group of people, can have a negative impact on the development of interpersonal relationships in modern society. We live in an increasingly connected and egalitarian world. Such views can create divisions and damage relationships between the sexes, he said. Middleton encourages people to find ways to build relationships based on mutual respect, rather than dominance or outdated norms. For Middleton, the story of Andrew Tate is a prime example of how social media can be both a powerful tool for getting messages across and a fertile ground for misinformation and divisiveness. Social media is a double-edged sword. It can make you an overnight celebrity, but it can also make you lose respect if you don't control what you say. Tate's words may have attracted attention, but they could also have created resentment and social tension, said Middleton. Ant Middleton also emphasized that, while Andrew Tate may be an inspiring role model for some, success or fame does not mean that everything a person says is true. If you really want to change the world in a positive way, you have to respect everyone and always treat people fairly. Strength is not about trampling on others, it is about standing up for what is right and making a positive impact on the community around you. Finally, Middleton asserted that no matter how the world changes, it is important that we do not forget our core values: respect, resilience, and honesty. We cannot let these values be eroded by extreme views or empty theories. What we need is a society that is strong, not just in making money or being famous, but in how we treat each other and face challenges. Ant Middleton ended the conversation with a powerful and encouraging message. Whatever path you take, always remember that true strength does not come from imposing your views on others. It comes from the ability to stand firm in the face of challenges, defend your core values, and help others grow. That is how you truly become a strong man, not only in the eyes of others but also in yourself. With his thoughts, Ant Middleton provided a different and powerful perspective on how we should deal with negative views, and encouraged everyone to look for positive role models, not just from celebrities, but from real actions and values in everyday life.